Megyn Kelly.
Oh, yeah, that.
We could talk about Megyn Kelly, Russell Brand is the #1 title of this, right?
Yeah.
Because this is where it don't stem from this, but this is where it's going to start from. We dealing with an older white woman, older than us. I think she like in her 50s, right? We could look up her age.
It's like
she like in her late 40s. No, she got to be 50.
Nah, Megyn Kelly.
She Megan. If you look at her, she got to be 50.
You look at her. She old.
Them people age different, but she's on the lower end, meaning like she's aging slower than them. But I think she's got to be like 50. She got to be 50.
Gotta be.
Let me ask. Let me see.
Oh, I'm looking right now.
How old is Megyn Kelly?
55.
Okay, so like I said, right? 90, in my opinion, 90% of white people, they age extremely slow. No, excuse me, extremely fast.
What are you talking about?
My bad. Listen, I'm talking about her, but white people age extremely fast. But Megyn Kelly at her age, she doesn't look like a 55-year-old. She don't look young. I'm not saying she look young. She don't look young. But she doesn't look like she's 55. So we'll start with that.
Yeah.
Now, all that being said, she has a really big issue. And her age, the reason why we say her age is because it takes precedent in this situation, right? 55 years old, she's been around long enough to know all the stories about all the PDFs that's been going on and all the people that she's defending, which is the story we're talking about. So we can start off with Russell Brand, right? The last video.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That she posted.
What the interview she did
with Russell Brand. Sitting here.
He tried to justify.
I'm gonna say this, right? He was doing all the justifying and defending, but the fact that she
gave him the platform to do it.
She gave him exactly, and she was like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right." In other words, when he was like, "You know what?" He said it, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna post the video. This video here, so y'all can hear what I'm talking about.
Europe and in the United Kingdom, where I'm from, the age of consent is 16, and I did sleep with a 16-year-old when I was 30. But when I was 30, I was a very different person. I was a lot younger, and I was an immature 30-year-old. Consensual sex, actually, with a variety of people, when there is a strong power differential, as there is when you're a famous man that has the ability to attract women that I had at that time, I think involves exploitation. I think it is exploitative. I recognize that my sexual conduct in the past was selfish, and I did not apply enough consideration, barely any, I suppose, really, to how that sex was affecting other people.
He said literally in this video here that I was 30 years old and I slept with a 16-year-old, right? Did he not come out of his mouth and say that?
Now look, the crazy thing about it is, this is what makes it so crazy. This is what I feel like it fucks up the whole system, whatever, when you add laws to where it's like the age of consent, because it makes you realize where people that put these laws in place, how they think.
Age of consent is a setup.
I know.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
What you say, age of consent is a setup. It's right. 100% a setup.
Because either way, depending on what state you're in, age of consent is
different. 16, 17, or 18.
And
it changes.
Overseas, the age is different.
If you go you go to Israel, it's like 14.
And in certain
if you go to,
in certain countries,
they sell their kids.
It's not even.
There's no consent.
No, there is no consent.
They sell their kids off at like 19 years old.
In other words, the minute you get your period, you're of age to do it. And the minute you get your period, In certain countries.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This world is a simulation. This shit is broke. This shit is broke. This shit is broke, bro. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So with that being said, right, in the United States, where we live, the age of consent
in certain states
starts at 16. I'm not going to say the states because there's a lot of states that vary. You know,
but
you could do the research, but it
by,
starts at 16
and
it ends at 17, bro. Because you know when you 18, you legally an adult.
Yeah,
it starts at so you got 2 years. When you turn 16, there's a lot at most of these states are red states that the consent is 16. So when I'm 16, I'm smart enough to know that I want to fuck with a 30-year-old. That doesn't make sense.
There's no way.
But then, since we talk about the Russell Brand and Megyn Kelly, he said I was 30, I was messing with a 16-year-old, but I was immature. That doesn't make any sense.
No. Listen, you want to know why?
I was immature.
You want to know why? Because the whole ploy is because she's a kid. He had to label the situation as him being immature because he had to put his maturity at the same level as hers just to push the narrative that it was okay.
And and in order to build the case.
Yeah.
In other words, I had the mentality of a teenager.
Right.
Which
that's what I'm saying.
To help. But this is what I'm saying, right? With all that being said, this is the point I'm trying to make, right? If consent is 16 in UK, in his defense, you know what I mean? I could fuck a 16-year-old at 30 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But
no, let me cook. Let me cook for a second.
Right.
I'm a 30-year-old. I could fuck a 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Because legally, I can't go to jail for it.
Right.
But what I'm going to do is, let me get my team together and cook up a plan to make it to where nobody knows I'm fucking 16-year-old. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong to fuck a teenager. So I don't want the world to know. Even though it's not illegal. It's not illegal, but for some strange reason, for some strange reason, it's illegal enough for you to hide it. So now you're hiding that you're fucking with a 16-year-old. Your team is doing it. You picking her up from school, making it seem like you're her uncle, but you're sleeping with her. That right there just shows your level of morality, bro. Yeah, like you are way below average.
Nah,
and then he says it. He said it verbatim.
Nah, that's a fact. No, I know. I watched.
What I'm saying is, like, we don't have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
He said it on Megyn Kelly's show.
Yeah.
Yes, I slept with a 16-year-old, but I was 30 and I was immature. That doesn't make any sense. When I was 30, I was not immature. What the fuck?
I'm
gonna let you.
I'm not playing devil. I'm not gonna play devil's advocate, but I'm gonna play the system because the system makes it so. In society, not even
PDFs
system.
wins.
They
win out here.
PDFs wins in the system, and the society makes it to where, as men, we develop less quicker than women do. So by the age of me being 30, I was still undeveloped mentally.
But she was developed mentally, meaning she wasn't. She wasn't 16. She was 21. That doesn't make.
No. Not she was developed.
No, mentally.
Not mentally. She was developed. We know that mentally she wasn't developed at 16.
I'm talking about how the system is.
No, how the system is.
The way the numbers work, the way the things go,
how the system
the system is like, she's 16, but mentally, technically, she's like 21.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, bro.
But morality-wise, because
she's
it's like,
a child.
She's a child.
You touch my 16-year-old, I'm going to snap your neck, break your arm off. I'm going to rip your leg. Listen, I never ripped a nigga leg off, but I will try.
Listen, bro.
We have a lot to say, can't hold it in. Truth-telling marathon, where do we begin? Talk that tall, let the echo spin. We have a lot to say, let the show begin. Stacking facts like bricks in a fortress. No script, just raw, no cautious chorus. High ears, vibes like a storm's arrival. Words hit harder than a chorus.